Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Everybody tells me they just love placemats and I do too. And you can do almost anything you want. So in this one, I'm going to show you two different styles. This one here is what is called a 9-patch using two different colors or prints. And then this one, sort of a geometric piece, also using two different prints. Now you can use fat quarters because many of you tell me you prefer buying fat quarters than waiting to get fabric cut off the bolt. On the back, you can also use fat quarters or you can cut fabric off of the bolt. So it's really anything you want. Okay, let's get started. In both of the placemats, I'm using fusible interfacing, Pellon 911 TD. You can also use fusible fleece if you like, or even cotton batting. But keep in mind, if you do use cotton batting, you need to do quilting stitches all over to hold all of the layers together. This is a 9-patch design. Again, you will need two different colors or prints. Out of one of them, fabric, you'll cut 4 pieces, 5.5 by 6.5. Out of the B fabric, you'll cut 5 pieces, 5.5 by 6.5. Arrange your pieces in this order: light, dark, light, then dark, light, dark, and then repeat the first row of light, dark, light. Stitch the pieces together, bringing front sides together, 1/4 inch seam all the way across. Press the seams on the back side, then open it up and press your seams all going in one direction. You will notice that I have all of the seams going in the same direction. Take your middle row and flip it so that the seams in this row go in the opposite direction. Now stitch the rows together. So bring pretty sides together. Line up your seams so that one seam is going in the opposite direction of the other seam. Place pins to hold the seams in place and pin across. Then stitch a 1/4 inch seam all the way across, and then repeat and stitch the other row on. Now press the seams on the back side. Unfold and press on top, and press the seams all in one direction. For this placemat, again, you'll need two different prints or colors. Out of the main piece, you'll need one 15 inch by 18 inch. The other one, you'll need 4 pieces that are 8 inch by 8 inch. On each of the 8 inch squares, flip it over to the back side, and then you're going to draw a line going from corner to corner. Again, do that on all 4 squares. Place 2 of the squares in opposite corners, making sure that the lines on both pieces are going in the same direction. Place pins to hold, and then you're going to stitch right next to the line, but don't stitch on top of the line. So on this square, you'll stitch on this side of the line. On the other square, you'll stitch on this side of the line. Again, stitch real close to the line, but not on top. After stitching, take a ruler and place your 1/4 inch line on your stitch line. Line it up all the way across, and then trim this corner off and save this piece for a future project. Then, after trimming both corners, press your seams on the back side and then unfold and press on top, pushing this seam towards the corner. Take your last 2 squares and place them on opposite corners. And again, make sure your lines are going in the same direction. And on this side and this side, your squares should overlap. Then again, stitch close to the line but not on top, all the way across, and on this square you're stitching on this side of the line, and on the other square you're stitching on this side of the line. Now place the 1/4 inch line on your stitch line and trim this corner off, and do the same thing on the other corner. Then press your seams on the back side, unfold, and press on top. So again, I want to point out that your squares will overlap here, but they do not overlap here. Now, the average finished size of the 2 placemats is roughly 14.5 by 17.5. So after I finish the top of one of the placemats, no matter which one it is, I'm going to cut my fusible interfacing and the fabric that's going to be on the back. I'm going to cut it to be exactly the same size as this. Remember, I said it's always going to be a little different. So layer your fabric like this. Take your fusible interfacing with the glue side up. It's very rough. Take your fabric for the back, and if it's got a print on it, make sure it's pretty side facing up. And then take your placemat top and bring it pretty side down. Then take a ruler, lay it on the edge of the placemat, and you're going to cut all 4 sides. Now, you don't want to separate the fabrics. You want to keep them just as they were as you were cutting. Go ahead and place pins around all 4 sides so that you can keep it all together when you stitch. Now, here's how I like to set mine up. I have an opening right about here in the middle, and I have 1 pin on one side of the opening, 2 pins on the other. So I'm going to start stitching here where the 1 pin is. Back stitch. Stitch all the way down to the corner. And when you get 1/4 inch away from here, leave your needle down through the fabric, lift your presser foot, and turn your fabric and continue stitching. And remember, you are doing a 1/4 inch wide seam. Continue stitching all the way around all 4 edges. When you get to the double pin, you back stitch and stop. After stitching, reach in through your opening and turn it front side out. Then you want to go back in through your opening, reach inside and poke all 4 corners out. And then you're going to fold your opening edges inside and press it flat. So you want to do all the pressing at your ironing board. Then turn it over and take a little spray bottle and spray it just a little bit, and then continue pressing on this side to finish the fusing of the interfacing to your fabric. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you are interested in how to do other types of placemats, I have quite a few. So there will be a placemat playlist down below your YouTube screen. So scroll down, click on Show More or the down arrow, and you will see different links appearing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.